Master
Freeway.
Ace,
Oh, Master
Freeway.
Ace, bro, that's my
Yeah,
dude, man.
yeah. Freeway, EPMD,
Man, that's probably the
AZ.
hold it. EPMD is probably the coldest duet ever. I mean, you could say what's in down there in ATL, Atlanta, Outcast. You could probably and then Mob Deep,
Yeah, Mob Deep. I was gonna
man. But hey,
Havoc. Speaking of Mob Deep,
Yeah.
but there's no Mob Deep without man. EPMD, man, underrated. But go ahead, you were naming off some more people.
AZ. I know you love AZ.
Man, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Wow.
yes.
Did you ever get Nas, bro?
Nah, but we ate around the edges. So we had AZ, we
I
had
know.
Cormega,
Cormega, yep.
uh, and then we had Nature.
Yeah, Nature. I forgot about
Wow.
Nature.
So
Wow.
we had Havoc. We ate all around Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had Craig G come in and do something for me. So yeah, we ate around the edges. So it was strategic. And I looked at Foxy, but I guess Foxy is still she can be a little bit to deal with, I guess. So steered,
Passed.
we steered clear of that. But it was all putting it together, brother. To bring Nasir into the fold and essentially do a firm reunion, which, as you see now, all of the beefs have been squashed. And so at this point, it's just about putting it together. Mega and Nas are back in tune. And so, yeah, yeah.
You see how his mind works, self
Yeah,
getting around the edges, and then you see,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Like
It's all
mine, you've been
going on.
saying that,
But
bro.
but but Noop,
Yes, sir.
the connection with Nas, we had Kenny on here,
Mm,
and Kenny and Carl. I don't know their relationship with him now, but you know, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. So
yeah,
Carl said he directed them in a film, and and
yeah,
they was real cool.
yeah.
right.
So I don't know, but there's another degree of separation. So I think there are no coincidences. So yeah, but enough of that. Just for our nation, as we always say, where were you born and raised?
Word. So south side of Chicago, 95th and Woodline over in the Cottage Grove Heights area.
Okay. Okay. Describe what it was like coming up over there.
Um, for me, it was a good middle class area. I got into sports so young, and so of course you ran the neighborhood, but man, from fifth grade on, I was in playing ball for school and high school, hooped as well, and so although you're in the neighborhood, when you're in the sports and athletics, it kind of that's what you're plugged into. So school and then after school, you're doing sports, and so by the time you get home, it's dark. You may hang out on the weekends, but that's when you got the games, practices, what have you. So it's a good area, good middle class area. I'm actually looking to buy some property in that area now because it still maintained itself within the craziness of Chicago as a kind of a hidden secret, right? Where you got a lot of homeowners take care of the stuff. A lot of good real estate over in that area, and so good spot to grow up in, man.
That's what's up, man. It's good to hear, like, the true Chicago. And I heard you say you'd be in sports and then, by the time you got home after the extracurricular and all of that, you might have some time to do homework or whatever, but there's really no time for that idle
That's right.
mischief.
That's right. That's right. I still got into my fair share, but so I'm still trying to make things happen and make things move. But man, it's if I'm focused on something, I'm focused.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, discuss any interactions you may have had with your family elders or ancestors, like how that maybe have helped shape you to become the man that you are.
Yeah, it's a good question. My brother's, so you guys have my brother on as the first guest, so shout out to JB, he was first guest on
Man,
the show.
my AD.
Uh,
Yep.
yes, sir. So he holds all of those things in the vault. My memory, I don't know, man. My memory be shaky bakey, but he always pulls it together for me. So as a young guy, we had a small family unit, right? So me, him, and then my mom and my dad. My mom's people were from the west side, and it was you know, west side living, so they were trying to find their way, figure out a way. So I'm cool with a few of my cousins, but the extended family I never really was in tune with in that way. And then my father's people, they were older, right? So my father had me at 41, and so his people were older. And so although I knew him, there was not a lot of engagement for me on either side. So my family was really my immediate family, and then the block that I lived on, we had crazy kids on the block, right? So that was the extended family. We were outside from morning to night, baseball, football, hooping, whatever it was. And so that was it for me, you know. I knew my mom's, my mom's grandmother, or my mom's mom, right, was in tune with her a bit. Her father passed when I was a lot younger, but the reality is a lot of times when I look at myself and I try to figure out where did this entrepreneurial bug come from, right? Because my mom, that's not really her space. My father was assistant principal at Avalon Park, but he had, he would hustle. So I saw a little bit of that hustle. But I think in reality, when you look back, my mom's dad used to own like a TV shop on the West Side, and this is probably in the 60s, 70s. So a Black man being an entrepreneur at that point,
Man,
that's where it came from, right? It came, she didn't necessarily get into it, but that's where it came from. Because a lot of times, even my brother, he does different things, but my ambition and my entrepreneurship started early, man, like third grade. So it's like, wasn't really taught. It was just in me. I like
DNA.
the art of the deal.
Yes.
Art of the deal. I like to see money moving through my hands. I like to have money in my own pockets as a young dude. And so it's just
That's
been in me.
interesting.
Yeah, you just
No, because I had a homie like him, just always had a pocket full of, I mean, Marlon was one, but just like, yeah, always just had a pocket full of money, man. Like,
Illa.
yes.
Illa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, it tripped me out because JB told me about you, before I ever met you or whatever. He was like, yeah, man, my brother, he, been selling candy, been doing, making videos, putting music behind it, basketball highlights, putting music behind it and selling them. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
It was like, this dude is how old?
Right. Hey,
like,
boy,
if
I had that one joint, I had a joint, man. It was the basketball joint. Like, early on, man, with the VHS, I used to cut tapes, man, and put the best highlights. I had some ugly, ugly joints, bro. I mean, the highlights that cats miss right now, like they wouldn't know Harold Miner, but the Harold Miner when he was at USC and
Baby Jordan. Yeah.
like I got that behind, some ill hip hop, some MC8 or
So you would produce those and sell them? That's what you were doing?
I wasn't selling them. I was just producing for enjoyment. Now I was producing them today. These types of things would have 4 or 5 million hits.
Man.
YouTube.
Yeah.
They were that dope because I would record everything, man. The VHS I would watch.
What happened to the tapes? Because you can get them digitized.
And my mom would probably put arts and crafts over them. I don't even like to think about it, brother.
I hear you.
I think about it. The reality is, when Jordan, I think so 84, Jordan hit the Bulls. So my brother was hell was he at in 84? He was around, but I was just watching basketball so much. I remember I told him Jordan, like, man, this cat, you know what I'm saying? This guy that hit the Bulls, he's something, he's something special, man. And I used to record every Bulls game, like every Bulls. And my mom killed all them tapes, bro.
Wow.
Like every Bulls game I used to record without missing every season.
Man, because WGN used to play every single one of them, bro.
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, good times. Good times.
Was there any interactions